voices, they tell me go. Why should I ever go? Man, I'm so comfortable here. Why should I head to a place where people live in fear?
Alright, first game is the Redskins at Panthers.
This is an upset. I think that Carolina wins this. Cam Newton has a big game. Like I said last week, the Redskins are not that great. Cam Newton has a good. He has a good game, and the Panthers win 21-16 at home over the Redskins, who have no offense.
I think it will be a good game. Redskins. What's their quarterback's name now?
John Beck.
Beck was supposed to be the starter in the beginning of the year, but due to injuries, he didn't start. So I think that's why the Redskins lost last week to the Eagles. So I think, but I still think the Panthers are going to come out on top.
That's your team.
That's my team.
I actually also think the Panthers are going to beat the Redskins. They're not that impressive. They're not that strong.
I'll take the Panthers here too. Next game is the Seahawks at the Browns.
This is in Cleveland. I think Cleveland had a bye week to prepare, so I think that Colt McCoy comes out and has a great game, but Seattle keeps it close, and Browns win 24-21 at home by field goal.
Peyton Hillis, he's back. I thought he was back. Oh well, if Peyton Hillis isn't there, I'm going to go take the Seahawks because they really don't have that. The Browns don't really have that great of an offense, I don't think.
I'm going to take the Browns at home.
I'll take the Browns there too. Next game is the Falcons at the Lions.
The Lions lost a close one to the Niners last week, but I think that they will come back out and play a team who has a defense that can't compare to the 49ers, and they will at home hold strong and get a, I'm going to say, they win this game at home. Fairly close game. They win it 35-24 at home, but there's no way Atlanta wins this game.
What was this score?
35-24.
Alright, Falcons.
No, I picked that Lions.
I'm going to take the Falcons here. I have Matt Ryan's my QB in Fantasy League. He's going to have a big game. Who's their wide receiver?
Roddy White.
Roddy White didn't have a very good week last week, so I think that he'll step up this week and have a great game.
I think after the incident last week, the Lions will be pumped up and they're going to win this game at home.
Yes, they will.
I'm going to take the Falcons here. Franco had a big game on them last week. I think Michael Turner can do the same. Next game is the Broncos at the Dolphins.
Fantasy owners, get Tim Tebow on your team. My favorite NFL player is going to have a great game, 24-21 in Miami with Florida fans coming back to see it, but Brandon Marshall will have a decent game and keep it close, but Broncos win with Tim Tebow.
Actually starting Tim Tebow this week in my Fantasy League.
That's right.
I also think Denver will pull out the victory. I think it's going to be big, actually. Tim Tebow's, he should have been starting there the whole time. He knows how to win, and that's like one of the, no matter what his flaws are and his mechanics, well, he knows how to win, so that's why I think
he's a great game.
I think Miami looks for ways to lose. Miami, their receivers are dropping balls. They just look terrible. I can't see Miami winning. I'm taking Denver.
Yeah, I take Denver here too. Next game, the Chargers at Jets.
Upset of the week here. I'm going to take the Jets at home. They haven't been playing the greatest, but San Diego has to travel from west to east, and the Jets are undefeated at home. So I will take Mark Sanchez to have a good bounce-back game, and the Jets get a close home win, 27-24 over the Chargers.
I agree. Jets' defense is tremendous. They haven't been playing that well this year, but I mean, you can just see from what. Yeah, they're old. They are old, but I still think.
And Philip Rivers has been having a down year.
They're having a down year.
So has the Jets too.
Yeah, their offense. Miami beat themselves in that game. That was insane.
But I still think the Jets. I mean, once they establish a running game, I think that Mark Sanchez will be able to slide. They'll be able to slide through victory right here. Not inches, not by much though.
Yeah, I think the Jets have luck on their side, so I'll take them.
West Coast teams come to the East Coast, so I think 4-1 this season. So I take the Chargers here.
Ooh, good stat.
Next game is the Bills at the Bucks.
This game is the first game not in America played this year, so I think it's kind of an even field, and I will take Tampa Bay here. I think Chicago had a good game last week, but I think that
The Bills.
Bears.
yeah.
Bears.
So I think Josh Freeman comes out and outplays Jay Cutler, and I say Tampa Bay gets a 28-24 win over the Bears in London.
I'm taking Bears right here. Their defense stopped Adrian Peterson for like only 38 yards last week. So, I mean, and Matt Forte's a beast. So, I think he'll be able to carry them to victory.
It might come down to which team is a better road team and travels better, since this is such a foreign game. I don't know those statistics, so I'm gonna guess and take Tampa Bay.
I think Green G's new team is the Bucks this season.
That's not true. I'm
But,
just stating facts.
but I'm gonna take Chicago Hill. With, I think Matt Forte will be able to cause problems for the Bucks. Next game is the Texans at the Titans.
I'm gonna say this is the toughest game to have been picked all season. But I think with the fact that Mario Williams is out for the year and Andre Johnson is out for this week as well, and Tennessee's at home and they beat Baltimore at home before, I think at home they'll hold stand and get a close 31-28 win and be the leader in the AFC. So.
I'm going to take the Houston just on plain fact. I think they can beat them. I mean, they may have some key players out, but I still think that they'll be able to pull out a victory. Arian Foster.
Yeah, he's still playing.
He hasn't been playing. Like, I haven't heard as much as I did as last
Ben
week.
Tate's out, but he's playing.
Yeah, but I feel as though that they can win this week.
I think that is you're right, I think it's a tough call. I'm gonna take Tennessee just because of the injuries Houston has.
Yeah, I'll take Tennessee here. Next game is the Steelers at the Cardinals.
I say another upset. I think that at home, Arizona's had a bye week, and I think that they'll be able to hold stand at home. I think Fitzgerald goes for over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns against a secondary that's worse than it was when they played in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. And I think this could be a trap game for Pittsburgh. I think at home, Arizona is able to sneak by Pittsburgh and get a 27-21 home win.
I think I'm just going to take Pittsburgh here because Mike Tomlin's a great coach. So, no matter if it's a bye week or not, the Cardinals aren't that good. They have Larry Fitzgerald. That's about it.
I'm taking my Steelers. I don't think the Cardinals' weapons match what the Steelers have, at least potentially.
Yeah, I'll take the Steelers here too. Next game is the Chiefs at the Raiders.
This is a division game, so I think it will be very, very close. But I think with the new acquisition of Carson Palmer, I think that spells the end of the road for Jason Campbell in Oakland. And I think Carson Palmer comes out and gets a good start to his Raider career, but I think it's a very close game. I'm just going to say Oakland gets a 28-27 win over Kansas City.
Home, Raiders are
Yes.
home. I'm starting to turn into a Raiders fan. I like their philosophy, their ground running. They're really good at running. Darren McFadden's excellent athlete. So I think if Carson Palmer can get the ball to the athletes and not take up any sacks, I think they should be all right and they should win this game.
I want to say Oakland, but I just have a sinking feeling that after losing their quarterback and Carson Palmer being new to the system, that it's just not going to click right away. So I'm going to take Kansas City.
I'm going to take the Raiders here in the blowout. I would say like 27-0. The Raiders defense and just get enough to hold them scoreless. Next game is the Rams at the Cowboys.
As much as I hate to admit, because I'm the biggest Dallas Cowboys hater that's ever been on this show, the Rams are just not that great, and Dallas will have no trouble beating them. I say they win this game 28-10 at home.
I think that there's no way that Dallas should lose this game. Sam Bradford hasn't been practicing this week. He's been in a boot. I mean, that shouldn't really affect him. Sports people say he should be playing right as of yesterday. So I still think that Dallas if Tony Romo plays well, they should win.
I think Dallas is another team that looks for a way to lose, but I think they would have to look really hard to not beat the Rams.
That's upset of the week. Sam Bradford got a new toy this past week with Brendan Lloyd. I think they get 2 touchdowns. Next game is the Packers at the Vikings.
This is the first start for Christian Ponder, and Casey Matthews will eat him for supper. And I say
Casey.
Clay Matthews. I'm sorry, it is Clay Matthews. You're right. Clay Matthews will eat him for supper, and I say that the Packers get a 35-10 win because Minnesota, other than Adrian Peterson, has nothing.
They're gonna the key of this game is gonna be coming down to stopping Adrian Peterson. If they can stop Adrian Peterson, they can win this game flat out. But I think it's going to be closer because Christian Ponder, he's a good quarterback, so I think that they could keep it close, but I'm still taking Green Bay because Aaron Rodgers is playing out of his mind right now.
Green Bay is not showing a lot of weakness overall, whereas obviously the Vikings have some serious issues that they're still working on. So I'm going to take Green Bay.
Yeah, I take them also. Next game is the Colts at the Saints.
This game's not even going to be close. Dwight Freeney and Robert Mathis may do all right, but the rest of the defense is going to struggle. And at home, the Saints get a blowout win, 45-17 over the Colts, who are hoping Andrew Luck comes out.
No arguments here.
Saints.
Yeah, I take Saints too. Last game is the Ravens at the Jaguars.
Yeah, Jacksonville's team is Maurice Jones-Drew and gets Baltimore, and that will be enough. And the Ravens will win this game 31-10, and I think Ray Rice has his biggest game of the year.
I agree. Ravens defense is ridiculous. They're so good.
Ravens. I hate them.
Yeah, Ravens too.